everyone, Amy here for this month's You Don't Know What You Don't Know. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, welcome. I do a live You Don't Know What You Don't Know the first Sunday of every month, where I try and bring something to you that you didn't know, that when you do know, it will make your life a ton better. So if you'd like to see them live, join us on Facebook on Aha Moments with Amy, and I'll put the link below. Anyway, I wanted to just tell you that I'm really excited about a couple of aha moments that are coming up that you guys are going to hear this month that I had, and were so profound, and what an impact. So I'm excited to share those with you later this month. Look for them. For those of you who don't know, they are posted the other Sundays of the month, all at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. If this is your first time with me and I say something that really resonates with you or has an impact or is information that you didn't know, please let me know that by clicking the like button below, and think about subscribing so that you get notified the next time I upload a video. I don't want to delay. I just wanted to share with you this month's You Don't Know What You Don't Know stemmed from something that happened years ago, you guys. Years ago, I went on a trip to Zurich. For those of you who don't know, I have a sister who used to live in Zurich. So when I went there, she didn't live there, but she still had some friends, and she hooked me up with a friend of hers who took me around and showed me a bunch of places, and we had the best time. And afterwards, she shared with me that she didn't know any of the people we met up with. And I said to her, "Really, Danny? Well, you seem to know them." And she said no, she had found them on an app because it looked like a fun activity to do with me. So she found them on an app, and here she is taking me. We had no idea if it was going to be a total bomb. One of the things we did was like wave running, where you pay a portion and get to be pulled behind somebody's boat, wave running on a lake in Zurich. It was amazing, needless to say, but she had no idea who the owners of the boat were or the other people on the boat. We just all met when we got there, and I thought that was so cool. Now, years ago, she goes, that's what a lot of people in Europe do. If you want to go and do something, you just go log on to this app, and you can find people doing all sorts of things that you can join in, everything from like, it's not jazzercise. I know there is jazzercise. What's it called? Zumba. Zumba in the park, to meditations, to all sorts of stuff. And I thought, man, I wish they had that in the States. Now, fast forward to the year 2020, and I belong to this group that somebody connected me to. I don't even remember how. In my area, it's called like Next Door. See if you have a thing called Next Door where you are. And it connects everybody in the neighborhoods that are in your neighborhood and surrounding neighborhoods. And they ask questions and they put information, everything from, do you have a good plumber, to looking for a great place to put my kids in dance, to what's a really good seafood place around here. Like anything you want to know, you put on there, and people share all their information. It's really, really a great resource. But recently, there was a thing saying, ladies' social night. I thought, So I clicked on the post, and it was a woman. Now, see if you resonate with this. I do, because when my kids were younger, I had a lot of friends that I made and met through my children and their activities. But now that my children are in their 20s, and all of their friends, and therefore a lot of my friends that were associated through them, have moved on and done other things, and I've also moved and close nearby, but not to the point where you're like neighbors kind of deal. So I feel like I don't really have a whole lot of people to do things with out here. Now, before Corona, I would jump on a plane and come visit a lot of the people that, are in this group. I would, come and do a meetup somewhere, and if I didn't know you, I would meet you, and it was exhilarating. If you know me and you met me at a meetup, I get so jacked when I go to those meetups, and I fill my cup. It inspires me. It gives me a huge amount of joy, and now I don't get to do that anymore. And so my cup was really, really, really empty. So I thought I would go to this meetup. And what did I find? I found a lot of women in my same situation. People whose kids have grown and moved out, and now they're realizing that they're not really connecting with people like they used to. And they're really wanting to meet new people, not just the person that lives next door. And it was so much fun. It was like a meetup, you guys. If you've ever been to a meetup, let me know in the comments below, where people just get together that are part of a group and they get to know each other even though they've never met before. And a lot of times you make instant connections. And I did. I made some really quick, I wouldn't say best buds, but they were so interesting to talk to, and it was so nice to meet somebody new and be able to share a little bit about me. It was just a really nice time. But what am I sharing with you today? Not only about Nextdoor, but I wanted to share with you an app that they showed me that is now nationwide. So you probably have a segment near you, a group near you. But if you go to Meetup.com, spelled just like it sounds, Meetup.com, you will find people wanting to meet other people to do activities together. And I think this is phenomenal. So I was like, seriously, this is the meetup kind of a deal, and also the same type of feeling I got when I would meet up with people all over the world. And it is mind-blowing. So I went on and I looked. I did meetup.com. If you're not subscribed, go ahead. Again, I don't bring you something that I'm an affiliate or anything for. It's just something that I feel you might benefit from. I went on there. There were so many things, you guys. There was hiking. There was meditation. There was yoga. There was rock climbing, vertical rock climbing. There's an indoor rock climbing place, and they wanted to have people meet them and do indoor rock climbing together. There was a winery, meeting at a winery. And you don't have to just do it with your immediate zip code. You can put in another zip code that is in the surrounding area and do that. As a matter of fact, at the meetup that I went to with the ladies a couple of weeks ago, there were women that were from a totally different county, 2 counties over, that knew somebody that was coming to that meetup and decided that they just wanted to meet some new people. So they came. We met at a brewery, and I don't drink beer, but I just brought my water and we sat and we chatted. And so tonight, one of the women in the group has a nice backyard, I guess, and has a bonfire and has invited everybody over and, just put it out there. So now we're having even more people that are now seeing it. So we're going to meet tonight at 5 o'clock and sit around a bonfire and chat and get to know each other even better. Some people will bring snacks. We are going to be seated further apart, and they have asked that we bring masks, so we will be safe in doing this activity, in case you're wondering. But I know a lot of you might be in the same boat, where you're either new to an area or your kids have grown and left the home, and you just are looking for some new people, some new friends, some new things to do. And it's great because it's not like you got to RSVP months in advance. you can just look up and say, oh my gosh, there's something going on tonight. And say, hey, can I, that's what I did the first time. I found it the day of and I was like, this is happening tonight? Can I come? And they're like, sure. So I just joined them. And so it's not something you have to plan ahead for. So if you find that all of a sudden, your husband is doing something, or in my case, he's out of town, and you find yourself all by yourself and you want to go out and do something with some other people and get to know some others, it's a great way to meet people. And the nice thing was, I have to tell you guys, I was so totally surprised because I wasn't really sure who I was going to see at a ladies' social hour, right? As far as the age, the demographics, where they're from, but most of them are from this area. Most of them are empty nesters. They were all women. So they were women about my age, which was really nice. Now, tonight I noticed there's going to be some women there that are younger, which I think is also really cool. So I encourage you, if you are feeling stuck at home, if you are feeling like you don't know anybody and you have nothing to do, and even if you found something fun to do, you kind of want to do it with somebody, but most of your friends are hunkered down and won't go out or won't see you, even with a mask. And I know that there are some people like that, and there's no judgment. Whether you go out with a mask or not, and you just decide to stay home and not socialize, there is no judgment here. I'm just trying to bring you an option that if you do want to socialize with or without a mask, there are opportunities out there, and they're at your fingertips. So don't sit home alone. Go and live life to the fullest and check out that app. I'll put it in the description in the notes and stuff. It's Meetup, Meetup.com. And it isn't hookup. It's not a dating thing. It's just to make friends and go and do fun activities together. So just wanted to bring you something that maybe you didn't know that will hopefully make your life a little bit better. So if you're feeling stuck, reach out like I'm doing here. Reach out to me or somebody else. I know some people on here have struggled with Corona. My thoughts are going out to you, or I hope that you're feeling better. I know her and her family are struggling a little bit with the symptoms of Corona. So I hope that you're feeling better and on the mend. And I know this is a scary time, but it shouldn't make us not live our lives to the fullest and not live in fear. Fear is, I heard this really cool thing today. Fear is the story you're telling yourself about the future that may never happen. So how many of us are fearful of the future, like catching Corona? And we've told ourselves that if we do XYZ, that we're going to catch it, we're going to get sick, and we're going to be one of the few that die from it. None of which is necessarily true. But the story that we're telling ourselves creating a lot of fear. And I am just as guilty. So instead, create a different story. Tell yourself that you're safe when you wear your mask and you stay, do social distancing. And that this is going to burn itself out and you're not going to be one of the casualties. And just change the narrative so that the fear doesn't build up in you and you don't stop living your life. All right, that's it for me. I don't have a whole lot to share today. I just wanted to share ways to connect with people in your area that you might not have known. You don't know what you don't know. All right, until next month, I hope that you meet up with some of the people that you find on Meetup or Nextdoor. And I want to hear all about them. So please post in the comments below if you decide to do something and how it goes. I look forward to reading all about it. Until then, have a great one, you guys. See ya.